Hey everybody, hope you're all having a good day. A little bit different on the video altogether today, just because it's something that's been on my mind pretty much since London. Before I get into what this video is really about and like the purpose of it, I do want to say on the video that there is now memberships. This is something that a lot of people have kind of been talking about. I'll go into detail more about the reasoning why I'm doing it this way, but if you guys don't know what memberships are, it's the ability to basically pay for like a subscription on the channel and support me financially. All the money that I earn from that is going to be putting into videos, which I'll get into in just a bit here. So just want to get rid of the business stuff out of the way, like, subscribe, all that kind of nonsense. But primarily this video is to just tell you all thank you. When I was in London, I had a lot of downtime to kind of like self-reflect, and I kind of got in my own head a little bit, trying to like identify the things that were of utmost value to me, things that I wanted to accomplish, things that I wanted to pursue, as well as just kind of self-reflect of what has been over the last 2.5 years. I don't really talk about it in too much detail, but candidly, I was very nervous after being let go of the RLCS. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know where things were going to lead, and the big motivator was to make sure I never went back to like a 9-to-5 job. Never wanted to go back to sales or retail or any of that kind of stuff. Because I loved working in esports so much, and London was kind of, because it was the same place as 4 years ago, was kind of that moment where I was just like, shoot, it has been 4 years plus the additional since I've been doing this, and I'm very blessed and very thankful to be in the position I am. And there's two major reasons for that. Number one is all of you. If people didn't tune into my YouTube channel and watch my videos, candidly, I don't think I'd still be working in esports. I've gotten so many opportunities just in Rocket League alone due to the YouTube channel. And obviously I put in tons of work and effort and all that kind of stuff, and a lot of time goes into it. We haven't missed a daily video since like April, like March, April or something like that. Maybe even before, like February of 2020. So like we've pushed out a bunch of content, but if people don't watch that content and people don't gravitate towards it, then it doesn't really matter. So because of that, I've been able to get approached by certain companies. I've gotten more casting gigs because of it, and expand my portfolio in a bunch of different ways. I've hosted TV shows. I've gotten to travel to numerous countries, both as a commentator as well as just like broadcast talent in general, as well as like a content creator, which is very new for me in my career. I've always been focused on the broadcast talent side of things, but people are starting to see me as a content creator now, which is kind of weird. It's something I'm still trying to accept. Going to like world championships or majors and stuff, and people being like, yo, what video is coming out next? What do you have planned for tomorrow? Like I watch your videos every morning, like when I eat like stuff like that is so heartfelt, and it is still tough for me to contextualize just because it is very new to me. I come from a small town. This stuff is still, even though I've been doing it for 6 years, very, very different from what I'm used to, even with it being so long. I've seen the changes in my content. Like I go back and look at that first video that really popped off for me, the how to fix Rocket League video that has like 60,000 views or something like that, and I look at how I am on camera now, just on YouTube even, and it's a world of difference in comparison. So getting more comfortable with that, despite being broadcast talent for 5 years, was something that is very noticeable, and it's a different skill set. And I've always been a fan of being able to challenge myself, and the reason why I'm able to challenge myself is because of your support. I have financial backing to allow me to continue to do this. So overall, this video is to mostly say thank you and kind of talk through my thoughts, and be as open with you all as possible about where I'm at. So the first thing, like I said, is London kind of hit. It was 4 years since we went back there, and it started getting me self-reflecting about what I wanted, both in like personal life as well as next steps in the career and everything else. And we timed that as well with the content focus and where I want to take content. We've talked about it, and I talked this with my editor a while back in February about wanting to do more than just videos, more than just like, hey, roster changes, more than just recaps, like trying to do something that I, as a passion piece, am putting out. And you guys got to see the very first version of that with the like heavy versus light Rocket League myth video, which did better than expectations. All the metrics are green, retention rates, everything. Everybody seemed to like it overall. For more of as like an entertainment piece, it wasn't supposed to be like super scientific. It was meant to be as an entertainment this is a funny kind of situation. Let's take an approach on it and see how it does. And it was well received. And a lot of people are like, holy crap, I didn't expect to see this type of content out of you. And that was the result we were hoping for, is people kind of being surprised and being like, wow, I'm looking forward to more of this. And ultimately, that's where I want the channel to go. I want to be able to, rather than putting out daily videos, give you maybe 4 to 6 big projects a month, maybe a month and a half, where it is more documentary style or more storytelling and stuff like that. Because I do think not only are those videos better for the channel, but they're just more entertaining. And that may also apply towards like news-based content. Rather than putting out daily videos, I can put out like a 35-minute video, heavily produced, really high quality. And it is something that you can kind of sink your teeth into and get multiple aspects, as compared to like, hey, here's the very basic information. We enjoy it. And you're starting to see me try to focus in on that more so with even the like head-to-head pros and cons of teams and stuff like that. Like there's just so much more that I can do. And the difficulty of trying to do that is, one, is very expensive just because it's time consuming, and the whole time is money thing, as well as getting an editor and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot. It's a big project. So that's part of it. I'm not good. It's not my skill set. I can't edit those myself. I also just don't have the time to do it between all the other stuff I'm trying to balance. So that kind of leads into the next step of what we're talking about here, other than massive thank you to all of you for supporting. But the focus is, I want this channel to be something that I can be proud of, and with that comes passion projects. The heavy versus light video and the performance behind it was that first step, and in order to get to that, I do need to find a way to fund those videos. There is some business things that I can't talk about just yet that I'll kind of tease towards the end of this video, but finding ways to fund those projects to give you better content, and that's why a long time ago, it's been a few months that people brought up the idea of, have I ever considered like a Patreon or a secondary way for people to support the channel? And the difficulty is with some of those websites is it adds additional work. I also feel uncomfortable like advocating or trying to push people to be like, yo, spend more money. It's the same thing on my live stream, where I don't really push subs. I don't push donations or bits or any of that kind of stuff. It's not really something that I like. The content itself, by doing ad revenue, is how I get my money, and it has been enough for me. If people are generous enough to donate or subscribe or any of that kind of stuff, power to them. But it's not something that I expect or want. I always want people to make sure that they're taken care of, their close friends, family, and stuff are taken care of before they even consider supporting someone that they view as entertainment. Which again is still a weird concept. I've been doing this for 7 years. And it's still weird to me that people are willing to spend money to watch me play video games or talk about video games. Such a weird concept to me. So the reason why I'm deciding to do memberships is because I have the ability to really control what goes into it. I made them as cheap as possible at 99 cents or $12 a year. And that is something that if people want to spend $1 a month to support me, power to them. All that money will be going back into production costs when it comes to these big project videos, which I'm trying to do at least every other week or every other 3 weeks. I want to make sure I have at least 2 a month, and if not, it's going to be at the beginning of the next month, which I'm already working on the next one. Super excited for this one. I just hope I can get it in time for World Championships. These types of things are what memberships are going to be for, is literally the cost of production, trying to get into editing and all that kind of stuff, because it is very expensive, while using the daily content, the recaps and stuff like that to subsidize and promote for you all. Trying to do more vlog content and just diversify what this channel is, which has been very difficult. It's super time consuming. Like the best example for London is London. I'm there to do MC work for version 1. I'm also doing press for my own channel to get like behind the scenes like press conferences. I'm then recording a vlog at the same time, and then at night I'm also recording a daily YouTube recap. It's like that's 4 different jobs while also still wanting to be a fan and enjoy the experience, which I can't really do because I'm trying to balance all these other things to make ends meet. And it's a crazy thing that I am getting to the point where I'm like burning the candle at both ends. I'm burnt out, figuratively and literally. I went outside a little bit too long and got burnt to shit. So that's where I'm at. But I realize that I cannot sustain at this work pace. It's just not something I can do. And it kind of leads into the next thing I want to talk about is the next step, where I'm looking to go. This channel is most likely going to take some changes in the sense of daily content. I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to be that I stop putting out daily videos, because it is one of those things where it's like I feel it's part of the routine. It's something I have to do. But by having the video that I put out do as well as it did, it's the first time that I've seen like a crazy uptrend in subscriptions, viewership, retention, like every single demographic was increased. And it's kind of like a telltale sign of like, hey man, this is what you should be doing. And while not every video is going to do this well, it is, the positive feedback is something where it's like, I think I need to lean into it. And that may mean taking a step away from some of the other stuff, even though it's a risk. Business wise, without getting into any specifics, I am looking into a new position in esports. And what that all entails is not 100% defined yet. I'm trying to find some sort of backing in some capacity, which allows me then to allocate more funds into other things and speed up the process. And I'm excited to hopefully announce that stuff soon, hopefully before Dallas. And if not, it's going to be sometime before the end of the summer is the hopes. And what that'll look like is something I'm very excited about. It's kind of intimidating because my focus has been on broadcast talent so heavily for the past 6 years. And this is going to be the first time that I step away from that as a primary, possibly. Even though broadcast talent is what I love to do. It's the passion. It's everything that, like, I enjoy working on camera as a commentator, caster, host, MC, interviewer, whatever. It's probably one of my favorite things. Even though I'm a pretty introverted person, I absolutely love working on camera. But I am trying to make some pretty drastic changes to make not only the content side of things better, but also better for my mental, physical health. Just because I'm tired. I'm really tired, to be candid with you all. I do it because of the responses you guys give me. When I see you all in person at live events and the reactions you guys have and the compliments, asking for your signing and all that kind of stuff. Like kids' moms coming up and saying thank you so much. Like we watch your videos every week. I now am able to partake in this hobby of my son or daughter because your videos are there to help educate me on this process in a way that I can understand. It's such a cool feeling that I can't thank you all enough for. So Dallas is coming up in a couple weeks. I'm going to be trying to put out as many videos as I can to get you all ready for Dallas, inform you of the things going on, predictions, all that kind of stuff. Hope to be able to meet as many of you as possible. I know a lot of people are going to be going there, and I hope to be able to attend and say hi and take photos or pictures or sign anything you guys want. It's such a rewarding feeling. So again, to kind of recap this whole thing, massive thank you. Because of everyone's support on this channel, I'm literally able to do what I love. This YouTube channel and the growth that it's had, as well as the viewership that it's had, has literally got me some of my biggest casting gigs that I've had in the past 2 years. I've worked 15 different titles in the last 2.5 years, since no longer being with the RLCS, whether it be as an MC, host, interviewer, whether it be a TV show or a B stream broadcast, it doesn't matter. This channel has done a lot of things for me, and I'm excited to take it to that next step, whatever that may entail. So again, hopefully some big announcements coming soon. Memberships are out. If you'd like to support financially, you can. Don't feel obligated to in any capacity. It's pretty much going to be a way to just additional revenue stream, and I'll probably post teasers to the upcoming big projects because the money that I get from memberships is going directly back into production for those big ones. So with that said, greatly appreciate all the love and support that you guys provide. And I'm really looking forward to the future. There's some things that I'm excited to push out, and hopefully you all enjoy as much as I do. As always, if you do enjoy the content, consider giving it a thumbs up, hitting subscribe, as it helps me out greatly, as well as leaving any comments. Any type of content you guys want to see, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see what I'll do. And again, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.